Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is January the 6th, 2026. My goodness, I need to remember 2026 now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw because they had a special edition, a Stranger Things theme of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty cool design, the stage design. They had all the black web looking thing, or roots. They have some props. They got the old school trucks, the van. They even have the webbing or the roots on the barricades on the announce table. So it was pretty interesting. And when they were showing what city you're in Brooklyn, they had it looked like the upside down. It was red and it was gray on the. It was red sky. Gray on the city. They showed the little snowflake thingies. So I think it was pretty interesting to see. They did say we're going to see a lot of strange things that happen tonight. We didn't see nothing strange happen. But everybody was getting ready to see Chris Jericho make his return because Adam Pearce said something about breaking the walls down on his social media posts. But people are looking at the AEW roster on their website, that Chris Jericho is still on their website. But I remember when WWE did the same thing, when Becky Lynch left WWE for a couple of months. She hasn't left the website for a couple of months. She's been on WWE roster, and she hasn't been on the roster for a while until she made a return, like at WrestleMania. But remember when she said, "Oh, I'm gonna stop being a wrestler and be with my kid," and she was gone for a couple months. She was actually gone for WWE. That wasn't a storyline. That was an actual thing that she was gone from WWE. But she has. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, she's on the website. She's on the roster website." I think they take a while to update that, so. We didn't get Chris Jericho. I was upset. I was upset because that's why I cared about it. I thought it was a pretty decent show. It was a good show, but I was hoping we get a surprise like SmackDown did with Matt Cardona signing with WWE, and we got Trick Williams. We got a whole bunch of things, but we did get one new person. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raw roster. New member of the Raw roster. Javon Evans officially signs with Raw. And they did on the commercial break. I don't know why they did that. But ladies and gentlemen, Javon Evans is now on Raw. Congrats to Javon Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple of segments here. We got Stephanie McCurry coming out. And she was coming out with a walking boots. She got injured during her triple threat match. But she's not vacating the title. She says, "This thing is not going to stop me defending my title." She said it in a different language, but she said a little bit in English as well. But she says that this thing is not going to stop her. She's still going to defend it. But she got attacked by Raquel Rodriguez. Why does my camera look weird? No cricket. Raquel Rodriguez attacked her and keep attacking her ankle, and it looks like she wants to smash her with a chair, but thank God Adam Pearce and the personnel and the referees came out to stop it. But ladies and gentlemen, after the commercial, when she was getting help into the backstage by Medical, Raquel attacks the Medical, and then she attacks Stephanie McCurry more. And it was funny that Adam Pearce came back to stop it. And he told the medical office, "Get off your butt and get over here." But they got attacked. Why are you yelling at them for? Oh, man, that was funny. But, ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't the beginning of the show. At the beginning of the show, we had the tag team title match for the women's. But we got Gunther coming out, and Adam Pearce told Gunther, give out some respect. Gunther didn't do that. Gunther says, Adam Pearce told me to give you guys some respect. But he says, how about you guys give me respect? At what the thing I did with John Cena, I made him tap belts and all that stuff. And Cena lied to everybody, saying that he never give up, but he gave up. All that stuff. Everybody's saying that now. AJ Styles comes out. And Gunther keeps asking AJ Styles these questions, but AJ tried to answer the questions, but Gunther wouldn't let him speak. And then Gunther says, he had said a lot of meanful things, disrespecting John Cena, and then he says, what are you going to do about AJ? AJ did something about it by slapping him in the face, and they got angry at each other, face to face, they put their foreheads together, and AJ Styles asks him, what are you going to do about it? And AJ says, nothing. Right. And throws the microphone at him, and he walks away. Gunther told Adam Pearce he wants AJ Styles. AJ Styles says, you going to complain to the boss now? That's what you want to do? I want him to, and that it's made official. Next week in Germany, it will be Gunther versus AJ Styles. That's a lot of words. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening, we got Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, versus the Kabuki Warriors for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I thought it was a pretty decent tag team match. People are complaining there was a lot of commercial breaks. You know you can watch during the commercial breaks, right? You don't have to watch the commercials. I know. I thought it was a pretty decent tag team match, but the winner of that match and your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. They are the new tag team champions with a Riptide and a Moonsault and getting the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, poor Maxine Dupree. We got Maxine Dupree defends her Women's Intercontinental title against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch tried everything. Maxine was fighting off everything. She did everything. She was doing submissions. She got an ankle lock on her. And then Becky Lynch did a roll-up, and she grabs the ropes. 1, 2, 3. The new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch. Maxine lost the title. I don't think she held it for a couple of weeks. Ivy Niles says she doesn't want to wait in the back of the line. Will she get another title shot? But this time against Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan made her return on SummerSlam, but she hasn't wrestled yet. This is her first time wrestling since 7 months. So Liv Morgan had a match with Laura Valkyria. Pretty decent match. Pretty decent. But, of course, Roxanne got involved. Bayley got angry. Bayley chased out Roxanne with a chair. Laura Valkyria got a little distracted. And Liv Morgan gets the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought this is where we're going to see Chris Jericho, but we got CM Punk versus Braun Breaker. I thought Braun might win this. He was like destroying CM Punk multiple times. He was destroying him. The Vision got involved, and I guess this new faction of the trio of luchadors, Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee, comes out attacking Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. Get rid of them. But the winner of that match, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, is CM Punk after the GTS. But Braun Breaker looked like he was about to win the match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. New Year's Eve is coming up. We will have an NXT Championship match on the line. They're showing video packages of Obafemi on Raw and SmackDown, so I'm guessing he's the next one to be called up. But he's holding the NXT title. Does that mean, do we have a new NXT champion at New Year's Eve? Does that mean we have a new champion of a TNA star that never won an NXT championship before? Leon Slater, will he become the new NXT champion? And we heard that Joe Hendry is appearing at the TNA's Genesis at January 17th. He's not a TNA guy anymore. He's an NXT guy, but he's appearing. So that's going to be interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard about AEW's release superstars. 3 of them. Alex, the manager of Commander, and the manager of Penta a couple of years ago. Alex, I don't know his last name. Alex was released. Mercedes Martinez got released. I think she says this is her last time being a full-timer. And Matt Taven. Not the whole United Kingdom, only Matt Taven. Do we see Matt Taven come to NXT once at all? I would like to see that, but we might see him on NXT. I mean TNA, like Vincent's. He left AEW, and he went to TNA. So Matt Taven could come on NXT, or he could be on TNA. I will like him on any of them. I want to see him have a singles run now. We see him with a tag team with Mike Bennett. Okay, now I want to see his singles run, because he had a singles run in Ring of Honor, but I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I want to see this singles run. So I want to see it. That's all me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Tell us out. Bye-bye.